Hey everyone, welcome back to Salt and Life. Today we have a super easy breakfast option, egg cups. Egg cups are high in protein, very filling, and are the easy grab and go option for those of us with busy mornings. You guys ready? Let's go. So here's the ingredients that we need to make our egg cups. First and foremost, eggs. We also need some chopped veggies. I'm using chopped bell peppers that I bought from the grocery store, but really you can use any veggie you'd like. I'm also going to use some spinach, and last but not least, some chicken sausage. I prefer the chicken and maple from Applegate. It's delicious. First, I'm going to grab a mixing bowl so we can begin cracking our eggs. For this recipe, we're going to use 6 whole eggs and 2 egg whites. Let's get cracking. Now that we have all of our eggs, we're going to go ahead and start whisking. It's time to season our eggs. I prefer good old-fashioned salt and pepper, but you can use whatever seasonings you like. The everything seasoning would be delicious on these, or really any kind of combination of seasonings, but for me personally, salt and pepper. After whisking your eggs, the next step is going to be adding the sausage. I put my sausage on a plate in the microwave for about a minute and a half, give or take, just long enough to cook the sausage where they're not frozen anymore so I could slice them up and then add them to my eggs. After that, we're going to add in our bell peppers. This particular pack of peppers is a tri-pepper blend, so you have a green bell pepper, red pepper, and a yellow pepper, but you can use one bell pepper if you wanted to add in some additional veggies, maybe a single bell pepper, add in some mushrooms, some tomatoes. Those would be some great options as well. And then next we're going to add in our spinach. I just measure with my heart here. I'm going to grab a few handfuls and just shred them into some pieces, and then again mix everything together. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my muffin pan here, and I'm going to grab my silicone liners. If you guys are not using silicone liners, seriously, you're missing out. They are super easy to clean. They make the eggs just come right out. They don't stick to them or anything like that. I'm very type A, as you guys are probably noticing, but that's okay. But these cupcake liners are the best. You can get them pretty much anywhere, but the silicone makes things so much easier to just slide on out of there. You don't have to worry about peeling paper off of anything. When I first made these egg cups, I did it with paper liners. It was terrible. The paper basically baked into the egg. I ended up having to cut out the egg muffins and lost probably a third of the egg just because it stuck to the paper. It was awful, so learn from my mistake, use silicone liners. I'm using a 1/3 measuring cup here to evenly distribute the egg mixture. I'm not technically measuring anything, but I've just found that this size measuring cup works best for evenly distributing the egg mixture amongst all 12 egg cups. Basically, I am just filling each egg cup and eyeballing it and trying to make sure they're all about even before we pop them into the oven. finished filling all of our egg cups. These are ready to be put into the oven, but first I did make a little bit of a mess because, well, that's just real life, and I'm going to just wipe up here and make sure I get all the egg mixture off of our pan before we pop it into the oven. Alright guys, our egg cups are ready to go. I'm going to put these into my preheated oven of 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes until the eggs are fully cooked and golden brown at the top. My timer just went off for my egg cups, so I'm going to check on them, and they look perfect. And you guys, they smell delicious. I seriously can't wait for y'all to try them because they smell so good and they taste even better. Look at that. That is perfect. A nice little golden brown to the top. They're perfect. Here's the final product. I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. I'll have the detailed recipe at the very end of this video. If you try this recipe, please drop a comment. I'd love to know what you think.